Today is Tuesday Tablescape Topics, and I want to chat with you a little bit about estate sales. Now, I love me a good estate sale. I actually really did not start going to them until about, in the last year, and I had no clue as to the treasures I could find. Now, if you have not started going to estate sales, you need to start going because you will find some treasures. In fact, my husband, every time I would say, hey, let's go to a garage sale or let's go to the local thrift store, he'd be like, heck no. Now, estate sales though, he is all in because he is finding some wonderful treasures when he is going with me. So estate sales are a little different than those garage sales and Goodwill or thrift stores. Treasures can be found at any, but there's something about the estate sale that just has a little bit higher of quality sometimes, but amazing prices. So the reason why I wanted to chat with you about estate sales is because I like to look every Thursday at what's coming up over the weekend and see if there's some I want to check out. And let me tell you, this past weekend, there were two that I wanted to look at. I needed to go because they were going to have some dishes and some glassware that I really wanted to check out because I thought I could really use them. The only thing though with estate sales is you never know what the price point's going to be. Sometimes you walk in the door and the price they're asking for is definitely out of your budget and not something that you're willing to spend. And other times they're practically giving the stuff away. So it is hit or miss and you don't know until you get there. And of course you don't know until you get there if they're going to have still what you saw in the pictures online. Now, the reason why this was so important to me today is because I went to this estate sale. It was the very first day of it. They had was posted online a couple different dish sets, many of which you'd be very familiar with if I listed the names because they're very highly collectible. Of course, you don't know pricing, but then there was another set I'd never seen before, and I wanted to go check it out because it definitely piqued my interest. So I came home with some of the pieces. I came home with these beautiful plates. Oh my God. I love these. I saw them online. I beelined for the table when I got there. The line was already around the whole entire interior of the house for people who had already collected stuff and were in line. The table of these dishes, there were dinner plates, there were salad plates, there were casserole dishes, there were trays in all different sizes. There was a huge soup tureen with a lid. The ladle was missing. Gorgeous stuff, but there wasn't pricing on any of it. So that's always the hard part because if they don't put the pricing, you don't know until you walk up to possibly buy it to see how much they're going to ask for it. Now, the reason why I wanted to chat a little bit about estate sales is because on dishes, primarily when you flip them over on the back, you're going to find Maker's Mark right there. See what I'm pointing at? Almost all dishes have that, and that's kind of your clue and your hint to be able to go and search up information on the dishes, dinnerware that you're looking at. And what you're going to want to use as a resource is you want to grab your handy dandy phone. You're going to type in the word replacements.com. And when you get to replacements.com, because this is a huge website, their warehouse must be insane, but they have dishes and glassware and other collectibles for however many freaking years old. So if you have a piece of china that was your grandmother's that broke and you need to replace it, go to replacements.com and you might be able to find the replacement piece. Now, on their website, like I said, replacements.com, by the way, they are not sponsoring this by any means, but if you go there, there will be a button towards the top that has a little red camera. You can take a picture of the front of your plate. So taking a picture of the front of the plate, not the Maker's Mark on the back, but you take a picture of the front of the plate and then you submit it and it will give you all of these plates that match and the information that goes with them. So that helps you kind of decide, hey, is this plate worth it for me to buy, with whatever your reasoning and justifications are, if it's the age of it, the price of it, who the manufacturer is, all of that stuff. Yeah, I took a picture of this plate, and it did come back with two things which were kind of helpful but not super helpful. It came back and told me that this is Spode, and that the name of the dishes is Rome, which actually, if you come back and look on the back, you'll notice right here it says Rome. But it didn't tell me anything else. So that meant I wasn't going to be able to have an idea as to the value of the dishes, which really did not matter because I loved them anyway. I mean, I was going to get them unless the pricing was crazy, which the pricing actually ended up not being ridiculous. Unfortunately, I only came home with 6 dinner plates and 6 salad plates. I had to skip on the all of the other serving pieces, which there were a ton of, honestly, but I just kind of went over the price point I was looking at spending, and I actually hemmed and hawed a lot. I went back the next day, they were all gone. All gone. I know that somebody out there spied these dishes and they went, those have value, because when I went online later to a wonderful group online of people who really know dishes, they were able to help me figure out that these dishes probably came from the 1860s. 1860s. Quick math there, that's over 150 years ago. So these dishes have been around a long time, and there's really not much on them. So now I was really kicking myself in the patootie that I did not get at least a tray or serving platter or something else. But somebody else was able to grab them up, and I am envious and also happy that person did that, because I wish I had them and somebody else is enjoying them. So anyway, I digressed a little bit. When you go to estate sales, snap that picture, replacements.com. It'll pull up that information that you're trying to look for. Quickly gives you a relative idea as to possible cost. Now, of course, replacements.com is kind of the retail pricing of it. You cannot resell them yourself at that price, but it does give you an idea as to valuation and if it's worth it for you to spend the money that the estate sale is asking for. All right. On to something else about estate sales. I went to a second estate sale, struck out, nothing. Absolutely nothing there, and that's okay. That's kind of what it is when you're going to estate sales. Sometimes you hit the mother lode, and other times you just strike out and there's nothing there. And that's okay. You know, it's kind of the fun of the shopping experience. My husband and I did decide to go to a third estate sale on Sunday, though. I didn't know it ahead of time till we got there. We walk in and there's a sign that says, everything free, 1 bag per group. So that meant my husband and I could fill up a bag of anything we wanted for free. They were not selling any of it. Now, that is like almost completely unheard of, and you want to make sure that you don't get too rude about it. You don't want to be sitting there just like loading a bag up with stuff and, you know, not leaving anything for anybody else because this person's being so nice, giving their stuff away for free. The reason why I wanted to share that part of this estate sale with you is because, again, this is the day after I found those beautiful plates I just shared with you. Free estate sale. Check out this tablecloth. Love it. The color is gorgeous. Now, I'm going to share with you that plate I got. And the tablecloth. Look at that. Can you believe that? I mean, one estate sale, two estate sales, one weekend, I now have a tablecloth, dinner plate, salad plate, little bowls, all that match together and will coordinate. I could not believe my luck. And then I actually went into my own stash quickly because I knew I was going to have something that would work with them. Check out these plates. If you've been to dollar store, you recognize them. $1.25 each. Now, put that other plate behind it. Oh my gosh. Isn't that going to be so cute? And then again, got my tablecloth here that I got from that first estate sale. So estate sale, tablecloth, big plate, Dollar Tree, little plate. You can see where I'm going with this. I just wanted to share with you. Topic. Estate sales, sometimes you hit the mother lode, sometimes you strike out, but they're worth checking out, especially if you want to add to your dishes and your glassware and your tablecloths, because you're going to save a lot of money by going to them. Have a wonderful time when you go to your next estate sale. I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday at my next Tuesday topic. Bye.